What if we treated disaster readiness as a form of preventative wellness? Wellness has always evolved to meet the defining anxieties of the time. The 80s gave us fitness culture to fight disease, the 2000s gave us mindfulness to counter burnout, the 2020s brought longevity to soothe pandemic trauma, and now, with every year bringing new record-breaking climate extremes, we believe the 2030s will be defined by resilience. This was the subject of Backslash's contribution to the Global Wellness Summit's 2026 Trend Report, and in it, we cover why the wellness industry is uniquely positioned to support disaster readiness. In addition to the physical health effects, the first real factor is that climate disasters are also having a very real impact on mental health. People who have lived through them experience severe PTSD, and even those who haven't live in constant fear that it could happen to them, with 60% of young people now saying they have eco-anxiety. When you add up the 87 million people who were affected by climate disasters last year alone, plus the hundreds of millions of people living in fear of climate extremes, this is something the industry can't afford to ignore. Very few players are currently addressing this, but looking forward, you can imagine a new continuum of care where the same brand that teaches practical readiness before a hurricane also offers trauma care afterward. The second major factor at play is community preparedness. Research shows that the strongest predictor of disaster survival is actually not wealth or technology, it's the strength of your relationships. And in a time when people are craving connection and purpose, local preparedness groups can serve both a practical need and a social one. Collectivist cultures across Asia, Africa, and Latin America already do this really well, but we're starting to see this mindset show up in more individualistic societies as well. One example comes from Malibu, where a grassroots group called the Community Brigade is training local volunteers to help with wildfire evacuations and spot fire suppressions in order to fill gaps in more formal support. So for the many wellness brands that are already trusted members of their communities, how can you bring people together to build resilience? For example, imagine if gyms formed emergency preparedness coalitions, or if local nature retreats taught people how to navigate extreme weather. As more people wake up to the fact that being well now means being ready for the worst, we believe that having a disaster plan will soon be just as essential as having a fitness plan. The goal isn't to spark panic or to turn safety into a luxury, but to create a new spectrum of care that offers peace of mind through practical solutions. To learn more, check out the Future Wellness 2026 Trends Report at globalwellnesssummit.com.